Hello, and welcome to the sixth episode of the Podeon-Cast. This is your host, Jaltion, aka James. It's good to have you guys back. Shout outs to those 3 viewers that keep coming back. You keep me going with these. Let's get right into it. Today's episode is conspiracy theories. So, I'm going to start with a few theories of my own on some real world concepts, and then we're going to move on to some Gen 2 Pokemon theories. So, my first theory is on reincarnation. So, my theory on that is the light at the end of the tunnel that they say you supposedly see that you're not supposed to walk towards. I think that's a literal representation of you leaving the womb into the doctor's room. Like, you're dying and you're about to be born. Your soul's leaving from your old, withered body into about to be a brand new, fresh one. And when you don't walk through it, when you wake up or come back, in the space of just this concept, because obviously there's real world reasons why miscarriages happens, but if we're just talking about reincarnation, that's the reason I think that happens, because your soul never made it to that, so that fetus is no longer alive. Which makes sense, because you can't have a husk live without a soul. But that's just my theory for reincarnation. The second one is on doppelgangers. I don't believe that doppelgangers exist. I just feel like there is a finite number of ways a human can look, just like how they have presets in video games. I feel like there's a finite preset number of ways we can look, speak, walk. The only thing that changes is your, hair and skin color, depending on where you are in the world. Like, I can't tell you how many times somebody said, I've seen somebody that looks exactly like you, and they confuse me with somebody who's of Middle Eastern descent, even though I am fully Puerto Rican, but I have those features. So, it's easy for somebody to be like, oh, hey, I've seen your twin. Well, yeah, there's only a handful of ways somebody can look. So, yeah, there's going to be people out there in the world that look just like me, but aren't me, not related in any such way. That's it for the real ones. As far as Pokemon goes, as you can see, I'm playing Pokemon Polished Crystal for my next playthrough. The obvious theory is Silver being Giovanni's son. There's another one about Giovanni dying. If you played Heart Gold and Soul Silver, he jumps in the water after you beat him, and then that's about it. They take that as like his death. And I'm heading to the ruins of Ralph in this, and the last thing I'm gonna speak on is the unknowns. I think the unknowns are Arceus's vocal cords, because he can't speak. So whenever they line up to make a word, you actually hear his voice. They don't have voices of their own. They're just increments of his voice. So yeah, that's it for this episode. I'm sorry if it's a dull one. I'll do a better one next one, I promise. Again, follow me on TikTok, Instagram,